Welcome all of you. This is our fourth lecture in the series of online lectures. We are learning Economics Standard 12. Welcome to my class. We are learning lesson number 2. Today onwards we are starting to learn lesson number 2, that is utility analysis. Okay. Before this we have completed lesson number 1, Introduction to Microeconomics and Macroeconomics. In our last lecture we have completed page number 5 to 7 from the same lesson, that is lesson number 1. And today onwards we are going to start with lesson number 2, that is utility analysis. But before that I would like to show you the press note which has come from the Maharashtra board regarding reduction of the 25% syllabus. According to that, see, we are learning lesson number 2, that is utility analysis. Column number 1 from page number 11, that has been reduced as per the new policy of reduction of 25% syllabus. This has been reduced, as well as column number 1 and 2 from page number 14 has also been reduced. Okay, but we are not covering page number 11 column number 1 and page number 14 column number 1 and 2 today. Okay, we will cover that later on. This was just for your information. So today we are learning utility analysis, and what we are learning today, introduction, features and types of utility, which are given from page number 8 to 9. Let's start. What we are going to learn, utility analysis. Okay, page number 8, 9 and 10. Okay, now let's start. What is meant by what you learned in standard 11? See, want denotes a feeling of lack of satisfaction. Wants are unlimited. They are recurring in nature. They differ with age, gender, seasons, habits, culture. Utility is the capacity of a commodity, right? What you have to remember in this lesson, utility is the capacity of a commodity to satisfy human wants. Okay, see, what you learned in standard 11, human wants. And who satisfies the human wants? Utility, right? Utility is the capacity of a commodity to satisfy the human wants. In other words, utility is the want satisfying power of a good. See, who satisfies? The utility satisfies your want. Let's remember what we learned in standard 11. See, want, what did you learn about want? See, it is difficult to define want in a few words, but in common language, want can be referred to as the need. In economics, want denotes a feeling of lack of satisfaction. This feeling enables the individual to satisfy his wants. Okay, then you had learned different characteristics of want, that is, wants are unlimited, wants are recurring in nature, wants differ with age, wants differ with gender, wants differ due to preferences, right? See, for that the image was also given. Wants differ with seasons, wants differ with culture. See, this much regarding the wants you had learned in standard 11, and different classifications of wants also you had learned. And apart from that, you had learned utility. Okay, what is utility? Capacity of a good to satisfy human wants, or want satisfying power of a commodity is called as utility. Okay, capacity of a commodity to satisfy human wants. Okay, and what you had learnt about utility, a, a commodity must have the capacity to satisfy human wants. Example, your furniture, refrigerator are the commodities which satisfy the specific human wants. Okay, this much you had learnt in standard 11, and I hope that you must be remembering this forever. Now let's start with this standard 12. utility analysis. You have been already introduced to the concept of utility in class 11. This unit gives a detailed explanation of consumers' behavior. In practice, every individual tries to satisfy his wants with available resources. It is true that all human wants cannot be satisfied fully at a specific time. Utility analysis explains a consumer's behavior in relation to maximization of satisfaction. Let's see what does this mean. In lesson 1, you have learned introduction to microeconomics and macroeconomics, right? Micro and macroeconomics you have learned in standard 12 in lesson 1. With this lesson onwards, you are going to start learning micro and macroeconomics in detail. This lesson, that is utility analysis, gives a detailed explanation of consumers' behavior. It gives a detailed explanation of consumers' behavior. A consumer behavior is studied under microeconomics, right? Learning utility analysis, it comes under learning economics in the view of microeconomics. Why? Consumer behavior is learned under microeconomics. The definition of utility was derived by English economist Sir William Stanley Jones in 1850s. Okay, utility concerns with its power to satisfy human wants. So utility is related with human wants, its capacity to satisfy the human wants. Products and services gives utility, right? Who gives the utility? Products and services, because the produces or gives the utility. Utility of any product or service varies or changes person to person, that you have learnt in standard 11. See, utility changes person to person or place to place or time to time. Its purpose to utilization, right, according to its demands. It also changes as per the form it has taken, right, as per the possession, as per the services derived from it, as per the knowledge gained from it, etc. So utility changes according to these different factors. Okay, that is, according to these different factors, there are different features of utility and there are different types of utility. So the concept of utility must be learned or analyzed by learning its different features and different types. Okay, so which are the different features of utility? See, these are the different features of utility. Why? I just told you that this utility varies or changes according to different variables. Okay, so there are different features. As the utility changes according to different variables, so there are different features of utility. See, which are these features? It is a relative concept. It is a subjective concept. Utility is ethically neutral concept also. Utility differs from usefulness. Utility differs from pleasure. Utility differs from satisfaction. Then measurement of utility is hypothetical. Utility is multi-purpose. Utility depends on the intensity of want and utility is the basis of demand. So these are the 10 different features of utility. Let's learn one by one. The first ever feature, that is relative concept. Okay, see what is given. See, utility is related to time and place. See, the utility of a commodity is related to time and place. It varies from time to time and place to place. Time to time and place to place. For example, woolen clothes have a greater utility in the winter. See, people have wore woolen clothes. So it has greater utility in the winter, right? Sand has greater utility at the construction site. See, this is the construction site. So sand has greater utility at the construction site than at the seashore, right? See, this sand is lying at the seashore, but it has more utility at the construction site. Why? What has been changed? See, in this case, place has been changed, right? In this case, place has been changed. And here, in this example, see, woolen clothes gives more utility in the winter season, means season has been changed. Season has been changed means time has been changed. Okay, so these are the two different variables. See, Utility is a relative concept. See, then umbrella also has more utility in the rainy season than in winter, right? As utility varies with time and place. Okay, so a good can a good one good may not have utility at one time, right? For example, this woolen clothes. One good may not have utility at one time, but can have utility at the other time or other place in this case. Okay, so what we can say? See, the utility differs from place to place. Okay, see, woolen clothes has utility no utility also in the South India, but they have more utility in the Leh Ladakh. It means transport creates place utility. Even a same consumer may derive higher or lower utility from the same commodity at different time and different places. What does this mean? See, the woolen clothes have more utility in the Leh Ladakh than in South India or south part of India. Okay, it means what has been changed? Place has been changed. Place has been changed means transport is the thing. Transport creates place utility. Okay, see, this question can come for filling the blanks. Why? Because even a same consumer may derive higher or lower utility from the same commodity at different time or different places, right? So it is a relative concept. It may change as per time and as per place. See, umbrella has more utility in rainy season than in winter. The next feature is utilities subjective concept. See, it is a psychological concept. Psychological means what? See, utility differs from person to person, right? This is due to differences. What differs in person to person? There may be differences in taste, differences in preferences, likes, dislikes, nature, sorry, habits, profession, etc. See, these are different in every person. For example, stethoscope has utility to a doctor but not to a layman, right? See, this stethoscope has utility to a doctor, but it has no utility to the layman. Layman means common man. What is subjective concept? See, subjective concept means here the person in a subject. Who is the subject? Person is the subject of the topic of consideration. Okay, about whom it is talk or about whom it is thought, that is called as subject. So person is the subject of the topic of consideration. Okay, so and person has psychology, right? So utility is a psychological means subjective concept. See, medicines of diabetes, for example, medicines of diabetes has utility only to a diabetic person and not to a non-diabetic person. Similarly, a vegetarian person or vegan don't have the utility of the non-veg platter. See, a non-veg platter full of nice non-veg dishes is kept in front of him, but he has no utility of that non-veg platter. These days, the another example, all the students searches educational videos on YouTube, right? All of you searches for the educational videos on the YouTube. There are different types of educational videos available on the YouTube. But the videos of medical field has no utility to the commerce students, right? Why? Because because it is a subjective concept. Commerce student is a different subject because he is a person about whom something is considered, right? So the likes for commerce student are different and the likes for medical student are different. So it is a subjective concept. Third feature is ethically neutral concept. See, you will come to know what is meant by ethically neutral concept. See, the concept of utility has no ethical consideration. It does not have any ethical consideration or point of view, okay, or thinking. It is a morally colorless concept. What is meant by colorless? It has nothing to do, okay. Ethical, this utility has nothing to do with the ethicalness, right? Ethical consideration. The commodity should satisfy any want of a person without consideration of what is good or what is bad. Why? Commodity should satisfy any want of the person without thinking what is good or what is bad, what is desirable or what is undesirable. For example, a knife, see, this is a knife, has utility to cut the fruits and vegetables, as well as it can be used to harm someone also. See, both wants are of different nature, right? Both wants are of different nature, but are satisfied by the same commodity, which is the commodity knife. So, utility is ethically neutral. Okay, it has nothing to do for what purpose it is used. Even the commodity which has been used for different purposes, it doesn't know for what purpose it is being used or it will be used. It is ethically neutral. Okay, it has nothing to do with its utility. So utility is neutral concept. See, utility is irrespective of right or wrong utilization of the commodity. Utility matters only with the satisfaction of the commodity or service, whatever is derived from it. It is nevertheless of its right or wrong utility. See, commodity products does not understand difference between ethically or unethical use of it. For example, a gun can be used by soldiers to protect the nation. Similarly, the gun can also be used by the criminals to threaten the or kill the other people. So, ethically, so ethical utility is ethically neutral. Next, utility differs from usefulness. See, this is a good point. Utility is the capacity of a commodity to satisfy human wants, right? Whereas usefulness indicates value in use of the commodity. Okay, it is different. Utility is the capacity to satisfy the human wants, but usefulness indicates value in use of the commodity. For example, milk has both utility as well as usefulness to a consumer, while liquor has utility only to an addict but has no usefulness. See, it is shown on the in this picture also. See, tobacco, cigarettes are utility only to its addicts, right? Tobacco and cigarettes are the utility only to the people who are addicted for it. Okay, but it does not give usefulness to health, right? To nobody. Rather, it is injurious to health of the addicted person, also to the others. It has no usefulness to anyone. Okay, it has no ethical or moral significance or importance for the consumption of cigarette, tobacco, alcohol, etc. Okay, usefulness indicates value in the use of it, right? What usefulness indicate? Value in the use of it. That's why utility is different and usefulness is different, because this consumption of cigarette, tobacco, etc. things are not useful. Okay, but it has the utility to the people who are addicted to it. Okay, whereas usefulness is indicate value in the use of it. Is it useful? No. But consumption of milk is useful? Yes, it is useful. It has utility as well as, see, it has utility as well as usefulness. Who has utility as well as usefulness? See, consumption of milk has utility as well as usefulness. See, for example, it is useful for the body. See, it is useful for the young people if they consume it. It is also useful for the old elderly people if they consume it. It is even equally useful for the kids, children, if they consume the milk, and elderly people if they consume the milk. So milk has both utility as well as usefulness. So utility differs from usefulness, right? Because consumption is not usefulness, but it has utility. Cigarettes has utility but not usefulness. Okay, Next, utility differs from pleasure, right? It is again a good thing. You will easily understand it. See, a commodity may possess utility, but it may not give any pleasure, right? It may possess utility, but may not give any pleasure to the consumer. For example, injection for a patient has utility because it cures the ailment. Ailment means disease, but it hardly gives any enjoyment or pleasure to him, right? See, bitter taste of medicine does not give us any kind of pleasure. See, what is the taste of medicine? Bitter. That's why we don't like it. It doesn't give us any kind of pleasure, but it gives the utility. Okay, so it helps us to cure, right? See, we consume the medicine. It gives us the utility from the medicine, but it doesn't give us the pleasure, right? Because we don't like to take the medicine. We cry, right? We cry while taking the medicine. Kids cries while taking the medicine. They don't like it because its taste is bitter. Okay, it gives us the utility. For the medicine gives us the utility so as to help us to cure. Therefore, it is correct to say that utility differs from pleasure, right? Because pleasure may be, we can get utility, but we may not get pleasure while consuming the that goods or services, right? See, next is utility differs from satisfaction. This is, I think, you will make it confused. How utility differs from satisfaction? See, it is a big concept. Listen properly. Utility is a cause of consumption, but satisfaction is the end result of consumption. Utility is the cause of consumption. Utility is the cause of consumption. Whereas satisfaction is the end result of the consumption. Satisfaction is the end result of the consumption. Why? See, they are interrelated. Actually, they are interrelated, but still, both the things are different concepts. For example, a thirsty person. See, a thirsty person has been shown over here. A thirsty person drinks a glass of water. Okay, since water has the capacity to satisfy the thirst, right? He is the thirsty person. He wants the water to drink. It This water has the capacity to satisfy his thirst. Okay, but the utility of water is the cause of consumption, right? What is the cause of consumption? Utility, because the utility has been hidden in this glass of water, right? So utility of water is the cause of the consumption, because he wants the water because it has the utility. But when he gets the satisfaction, see, satisfaction is derived when he consumes it. So satisfaction is the end result of the consumption. Okay, I will explain you. See, utility is the starting point, right? Utility is the starting point and satisfaction is the climax. Utility can be achieved from any commodity by pre and post consumption of it. Okay, but post consumption of it, but satisfaction is achieved only on post consumption, right? Satisfaction, see, the person is shown satisfied, he is happy, he is not happy. So satisfaction is achieved only on consumption of it. For example, if this person is thirsty, he wants a glass of water. For example, if a glass of water is kept in front of the person, or it is just shown to a thirsty person, then he will admire it, he will like it, because there is a utility hidden in the glass of water. There is utility in the glass of water. Even before its consumption, see, even before its consumption, the utility lies in the glass of water, right? Even in the even before the consumption. But it will not give the satisfaction to the person until he has drunk or consumed the glass. Okay, consumed it to the, okay. So for what he consumes, to quench his thirst, right? Utility was present in the glass of water even before the consumption, but satisfaction was derived only after its consumption, right? There was utility in the glass of water, but satisfaction was achieved only after its consumption. So satisfaction is the end result of consumption, right? Satisfaction is the end result of consumption. The another example is, for example, books, right? See, these are the books. The books or my educational videos has utility hidden in it, right? There is utility hidden in it, hidden in the books or my educational videos which are shown on the YouTube, which are shown on the internet. It has the utility hidden in it for the common students, for who wants to learn it. Okay, but it will give the satisfaction only after reading. See, when you read the books or when you watch the educational video, then only the satisfaction will be given to the student who is learning them. So utility does not look at the satisfaction. Utility is the starting point, right? See, books or my videos has the utility, but when you watch them or when you read the books, then you will get the satisfaction. So satisfaction is the end point. Next, measurement of utility is hypothetical. Okay, what does this mean? See, utility is an abstract concept. Okay, cardinal or numerical measurement of utility is not possible. Cardinal or numerical. For example, a thirsty person after drinking water may derive higher or lower level of utility. See, the person was thirsty. He drank the water, and what he got, higher or lower level of utility. Thus, utility can only be experienced and found either positive, zero, or negative. Negative utility is called as disutility. See, this person, okay, lots of water has been given to him, okay, so it generates the disutility for him because he will have to run to the washroom, right? He was not able to stand, he was not able to walk, so because he has to run to the washroom because he had it more than enough. So it gives the negative utility or utility to the person. So we cannot say there was one utility, two utility, 10 utility. Okay, it can be either positive utility, negative utility, zero utility. Zero utility means no utility at all, or negative utility means disutility. See the another example. This girl is drinking some water. Okay, and what is there in her brain? See, her brain gives the signal of happiness. Okay, see, after drinking this, the brain is happy, pleasure, because it gives the positive utility. Okay, so measurement of utility cannot be done in terms of numbers. Why? Utility is an intangible thing, right? It cannot be touched, cannot be seen, right? It has ordinal measurements. It can only be experienced. Utility can be experienced. It depends upon the thinking of a person or consumer's mental attitude and assessments regarding its power to satisfy his particular want. Why? See, there was power to satisfy the thirst of his thirst of this person. What was the power? Oh, in the glass of water, there was a power to satisfy the thirst of this person, right? But it depends upon the assessment of attitude regarding its power to satisfy his particular want. Why? Now, after drinking lots of water, his attitude has been changed. So it gave negative utility to them. Okay? So utility cannot be quantified. Utility can be measured ordinarily only, but ordinators, but not in cardinal. See, thirsty person after drinking water may derive higher or lower level of utility from the same glass of water, right? Okay, even though, according to Professor Marshall, utility can be measured in cardinal terms, and so it is used to analyze the total utility and marginal utility, which we are going to learn in our next topic. Okay, next point. Utility is multi-purpose. See, it can there has lots of example for this. A commodity can satisfy the want of more than one person, any commodity. It can also be put to several uses. For example, electricity can be used to serve many purposes and for many people at same point of time. Same point of time means at the same time. See, electricity can be used for many things, for charging our mobile, charging our laptop, for tube lights, bulbs, for putting on the washing machine, TV, fridge, oven, everything, right? See, utility of electricity is multi-purpose. See, even this television, fan, many things. See, from the same plug, many things are coming out. Many wires, right? For the hot plate, this is hot cooker, right? So there is lots of utility is hidden in electricity. So utility is multi-purpose. Okay, in some commodities or some services, and many people can use it at the same point of time. Another good example of this is coal. See, coal has been extracted from the coal mine. Okay, see, coal has been extracted and coal has been taken. See, in different places the coal has been used, right? See, to generate electricity, to give the to for the furnaces, burners, factories, right? See, this is what this is a railway engine which is locomotive which runs on the coal, right? So coal has lots of utilities. Next, see, this is the heat is generated from the coal. Okay, then we can use the coal for cooking the food. We can also use the coal for generating the electricity. We can use the coal for, see, this spiritual or holistic purposes. It can also be used in ovens, furnaces. So it can also be used for slates. Okay, so utility is multi-purpose. Similarly, a knife can be used for cutting the vegetable, right? A knife can also be used for cutting the vegetables and other household purposes. It can also be used to cake the cake, right? It can also be used to cut the beef also, right? It can also be used to cut the fish. It can also be used to cut the beef. It can also be used to cut the cake. Next, utility depends on the intensity of want. Okay, see, utility depends on the intensity of a want. More intense the want, greater will be the utility, right? As and when the urgency of want declines, utility diminishes. For example, a hungry person finds more utility in food than a person who is not hungry. See, if the girl is shown in the figure is hungry and she is desiring for a piece of pizza. Okay, so she has intensity of her want, right? So utility was higher for her for the piece of pizza. Okay, because she was willing for it since many days. So we can consider that she was ill and she was waiting for the piece of pizza for many days. But after having the pizza, right? Once when the urgency of want declines, the utility got diminishes, right? This is the we can say that utility depends on the intensity of want. More intense the want, greater will be the utility. See, for example, similarly, medicines has utility when we are sick, right? A thirsty person derives more utility in a glass of water than a person who is not tired or not thirsty. A bag of blood, right? A bag of blood. See, to a patient who requires it in the hospital, right, has more utility because he has more intense want for it. Okay, so utility depends on the intensity of want. Then Last feature of utility is the basis of demand. See, a person will demand a commodity only if it gives utility to him. Okay, when he will demand only if it gives the utility to him. For example, a sick person has utility in medicines, hence he demands medicine. See, these days utility in mass is more because there is demand for it. It means whenever there is demand, then utility arises. The another example is these days the utility of hydrochloroquine tablets has in has increased worldwide due to its new invention of positive effect to cure the corona, as the demand for it has been aroused suddenly. Same tablet did not have so much demand before corona times, and because those were simply used to cure dengue and malaria. But what has been invented, it can also be used to cure the corona also. So it suddenly got demand. So utility is the basis of demand. See, this person, sick person or handicapped person will have more utility of this wheelchair or walker because they have more demand of it. So utility is the basis of demand. With this, we are completing the features of utility. Now let's start with the types of utility. See, in standard 11th also you had learned a little base of the types of utilities. The types of utilities are form utility, place utility, service utility, knowledge utility, possession utility, and time utility. Now let's see what does they mean. The first type is form utility. Okay, what is meant by form utility? See, when utility is created due to a change in the shape or structure of an existing material, it is called form utility. Form is the form of it. Okay. For example, toys made of clay, furniture from wood, etc. See, what is this? This is a log of wood. Okay. If the form of this log of wood has been changed into the door, chair, table, right? Then its utility changes. Right? See, the utility involves transformation. See, uh, its form changes. What does this mean? It transforms product according to its need. See, according to the openings, the door was made. For sitting, chair was made, right? So, according to need, the transformation takes place. This transformation may be according to the comfort, technical specification, color, size, shape, weight, etc. The transformation has been made out of this wooden log, right? See, the another example can be tea powder. See, this is the tea farm. There are many tea farms in India. Assam, Kerala, right? See, there are the tea farms. Tea powder made from the tea leaves. See, this tea powder is made from the tea leaves. See, can the tea leaves of the tea which are there in the farms give us the utility directly? No. Its form must be changed. They must be transformed. The utility from the tree leaves must be transformed. See, the tree leaves must be cut. They must be collected. Then they must be dried. Then must be, see, this is the first stage. They must be cut. Then they must be dried. And they must be filtered. Then we can make the tea powder and utilize in the tea, right? So this cup of tea gives us the satisfaction and utility. But can the leaves give us the same? No. See, the leaves must be transformed. Okay. Similarly for the coffee beans. Okay. Coffee beans also needs to be transformed. If transform means its form must be changed. Okay. The shape and structure of the existing material must be changed. See, we give the cloth to the tailor for sewing the dress, right? So, what changes? The form of the cloth changes into dress. See, chapati is which is made from the wheat, that is also changing its form. Another example, when the raw material is converted into finished products, its form changes. So it gives form utility. Simply, it is very easy to understand. When raw material is converted into finished products, its form changes. It gives the form utility. For example, cake. See, the material which has been used in the cake cannot give us the utility of the cake directly because it needs to be converted. Its form must be transformed. Mobile phone, vehicle parts, right? If the pieces of if the spare parts of mobile phones has been given to us, is it does it give utility? No. It must be converted form into a form of mobile. Same. Similarly, vehicle parts are given to us. They must be they may not give us the utility. They must be converted into vehicle. Okay. So the form must be changed according to the comfort or technical specification, color, size, shape, etc. Okay. Uh, Suppose a wooden trunk is placed in the place of door. It will give no utility, right? It will give no utility. Wooden trunk is directly placed in place of the door. Okay, if it is placed like this, it will give no utility. But when door is made out of its planks and proper hinges, locks, bolt, etc. are fitted into it, and it is placed in the place of the door opening, then only it will give the utility. So what is important thing? It when the utility is created due to change in the shape of a structure of an existing material. Okay, it is called as form utility due to the change in the form. Creates form utility. See, if the person wants to have the cake, okay, he desires to have the cake, then what should be done? All the material of the cake must be brought, it must be mixed properly. Okay, the cake preparation must be done. See, preparation of the cake must be done. Okay, proper mixing must be done, and after preparing it, the cake will be ready to eat, right? Then only it will give the satisfaction. The raw material will not give the satisfaction. It must be changed into another form, right? It must be changed into another form to give its utility. Next is place utility. See, when a utility of a commodity increases due to change in its place, it is called as place utility. For example, clothes. See, woolen clothes have more utility at cold places than at warm places. What does this mean? The transport creates place utility. What is shown in this example, which is given in your book? See, these were the mangoes, right? And if the mangoes are only in the farms of the mangoes, will they give the utility to anybody? No. The mangoes must be plucked, must be properly kept in the boxes, right? The boxes must be packed from the farms. See, the mangoes must be plucked, kept in the boxes. The boxes must be packed, and when after sending the boxes to the cities, it will give the utility to the mangoes. It will not give the utility to the mangoes if only they are on the trees, right? The another example was sand. If it is taken to the construction site or when it is utilized on the roads or many different purposes, right? Okay, then only it will give the utility. So what has been changed? Place has been changed. See, place of the mangoes from the farm, from the tree to the cities has been changed. Then only it will give the utility. Similarly, woolen clothes, if those are used in South India, no, they will not give the utility. But at the same time, they has been taken to Leh Ladakh. Okay, then it will give the utility. Similarly, sand, if it is taken from the seashore to the construction site, then it will give the utility. Okay, see, woolen clothes are taken from tropical countries to the polar countries, brings more utility in them. Mangoes are of more utility in the market or cities when they are moved from mango farm. Okay. Similarly, sand are utilized in the construction. They gives more utility. Okay. See, one question comes for this on this point, that is, Transport creates place utility. Filling the blanks will come for one mark. Who creates the transportation? Who creates the place utility? Transportation, right? The clothes were transported. The place was changed, right? The sand was transported. So transport creates the place utility. Remember this. Third is service utility. Service utility arises when personal services are rendered by various professionals. What is rendered? Personal services. By whom? Professionals. For example, services of doctors, teachers, lawyers, etc. Okay, what we can say? See, these days for lockdown students, utility of some online teachers has not only arisen but has also increased substantially, right? Of whom? Online teachers. Similarly, for doctors, nurses, medical staff, or for the services they provide, service for the services they provide, service utility has been increased. Similarly, a criminal has utility of services of lawyer, service utility of gym, lawyer, beauty parlor, laundry, watchman also has been arisen. What? So it provides the, so when we get the utility from the professionals who provides the personal services, right? Then we get the utility. So utility is created by gaining the service. It is called as service utility. Services are sold by whom? By the professionals. Okay. Next is knowledge utility. Okay, this is again an interesting thing. When a consumer acquires knowledge about a particular product, it is called as knowledge utility. When the consumer acquires knowledge about a particular product. For example, utility of a mobile phone or a computer increases when a person knows about its various functions. See, if this mobile phone was just lying over here and there, then can the utility be achieved from it? No. So when the utility can be achieved from the mobile phone, when when a mobile phone or a computer, when the person knows about its various functions, and then only the utility can be achieved from this mobile phone or the computer, right? See, when the new features are added or updated, or the software updated in the phone, mobile phone, okay, or after buying the new mobile phone with the advanced features, utility of updating our knowledge arises automatically, right? What do we seek for? See, if you update the software, or if you purchase the mobile phone with the updated knowledge, updated feature, then utility of updating our knowledge arises automatically. Okay, this is the automatic phenomenon. Similarly, mobile phones, washing machine, AC, PC generate the utility only when you have knowledge to use them. Okay, you will have to customer care, or you will have to read the user's manual, right? This is the user's manual to get the knowledge utility to use the specific machine. See, the another example is different advertisements are shown on TV to give us the knowledge and to make us aware, right? We watch the different advertisement. For example, advertisement of Jago Grahak Jago, which is shown on the TV, makes us aware by giving us the knowledge that we can also bargain for the price. We can, even in the malls, right? We can even recheck the weight of the products, its manufacturing date, expiry date, contents, color, okay, etc. So this is what knowledge which we got from the advertise. This is what we got the knowledge by reading the user's manual, or when we call the customer care. Knowledge, right? Which we got by using its different functions. So when we get the utility after getting the knowledge. So this is called as knowledge utility. And next is possession utility. See, possession. Possession utility arises when the ownership of good is transferred from one person to another person. Ownership from one person to another person is transferred. For example, transfer of goods from the seller to the buyer. What is shown in this picture, which is given in your book? See, she is the seller. This is the seller who sells the fruits. and these are the children who buys the fruits. So possession has been transferred after buying from this seller to the buyer. And when they get the utility, see, if the fruits are lying here only on the in the fruit stall, right? There are different fruits, very nice fruits are lying here in the fruit stall. But does they give any utility to the customer? No. See, when the customer will get the utility after they purchase it. See, the possession of this fruit when goes from this seller to the buyer, then only buyer will get the utility of this fruit. So some utility gets after purchasing it. Okay. For example, when you buy a car from the car dealer, okay, when you buy the car from the car dealer, the car dealer gives you the key, right? Car dealer gives you the key. Okay, or when you buy the home from the builder, he gives you the key of the home or he gives you the home. Similarly, when you purchase mobile or second hand mobile from someone, the ownership of the goods is transferred from the seller to you. In this case, possession utility arises. So what do you get? Possession of this car by getting the key. When you pay, right? You get the possession of the home when you pay. So when you get the utility out of the sick, cars are there in the showroom. Okay, you want a car, you are desiring to get a car for many days. But when you get the utility of that car, when you buy it, and you will get the possession, okay, from the dealer. Similarly, when you get the possession of the home from the builder, okay, so you get the utility when you get the possession of it from the buyer, right? And the last utility is time utility. See, when the utility of a commodity increases with a change in its time of utilization. See, when the utility increases, when the change in the time of the utility, time in the commodity changes, right? It is called time utility. For example, a student has more utility for textbooks during examinations, right? Than in the vacations. Do we read the books in the vacations? No. So when we have the more utility during the examinations. Time utility is also observed when goods are stored and used at the time of scarcity. For example, blood bank. See, blood bank, what is done in the blood bank? The blood bags are stored. So time when we get the utility out of it, when those are stored for the time being. Okay, at the time of scarcity and utilized when they are required and when the time for utilizing them comes. See, in this example, when this is the summer, right? This is the sun, hot sun. This is the summer. This is the summer. Okay, and when we get the utility of the ice cream, only when it is a summer. Okay. Similarly for the blood bank. This is the example shown in your book. See, this is the summer time, sun is there, and we go to the we get the cold drinks, ice creams, right? Malai, coconut milk, coconut water. See, the umbrellas has utility at the rainy season. See, this woolen clothes, shawls, these materials has utility in the winter time. So when the time comes, those commodity gives the utility. That's why it is called as time utility. See, when the winter season is over, what do we do? When the winter season is over, we keep the clothes in the wardrobe, right? We keep the woolen clothes in the wardrobes, right? We pack the clothes and keep in the wardrobes. So when it gives the utility, see, it means commodity can give the utility when time of the consumption is changed, right? When the time of the consumption is changed, it gives us the utility. So one question for filling the blanks may come: warehouse creates warehouse. This is the warehouse, right? Or the cupboard, wardrobe. Warehouse creates the time utility because for the time being, the commodity is kept in the warehouse. Okay. So with this, we are completing features of utility and types of utility. Try this. Following are the various types of utility and their respective examples. Arrange the information in the form of pairs. Which are the types of utility? Time utility, position utility, service utility, and place utility. And the four examples has been given. So you have to arrange them accordingly. Okay. Make the columns like this. Time utility. Okay. Then possession utility. Then service utility and place utility. Okay. Place utility. And select the proper example and keep it in the proper appropriate type, right? Select the example and arrange it in the proper type. This is the homework for you. What we will learn in our next lecture? We will learn concepts of utility and relationship between total utility and marginal utility, which is given on page number 10 to 12. See, slow by slow we are learning to the difficult concepts. Okay, important concepts. Okay, so for that, what is required? What is prerequisite? That you should read the concept from the book. Okay, and you should try to understand the concept. Later on, I am there to teach you. Okay, but I hope that you must read the concepts first. Okay, what is this? Concepts of utility we are going to learn in next lecture, which is given on page number 10, 11. That is relationship between total utility and marginal utility. That is from page number 11 to 12. Okay, up to here. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.